Hi everyone and welcome to KRYPTALK, that Irish guy that talks about Bitcoin. This episode is all about Bitcoin terminology, so by the end of this video you should be able to tell your bulls from your bears, your pumps from your dumps and your JOMO from your FOMO. As usual, we'll be talking about the latest Bitcoin price action and news, and we have to talk about the potentially massive news about PayPal. So if you want to know more, just stick around. This is episode number 5, and the title of this episode is Understanding Bitcoin Terminology. It's all about keywords today that are usually associated with the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency space. Before I get started, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone out there who has either watched the videos, liked the videos, or subscribed to the channel. If you're watching on a desktop computer, there should be an icon in the right bottom corner of the screen, so just give that a click and subscribe. Really appreciate it. So with that being said, a quick look at the charts.
He's gone, and we couldn't do nothing about it.
Okay folks, this is the Coinbase chart and Bitcoin is trading at $9,371. I'm looking at the daily chart here. What that means that all these candles here, these green and red candles, represent 1 day of trading. The only excitement that we had in the last few days is on Monday night when the PayPal news broke, or the rumor of it broke. We had a pump up to 9,822, but since it has fallen back down again. So volatility still remains low. We're still trading in that 9,000 to 10,000 range, in around 9,500, and we're still inside this ascending triangle pattern. So basically this is okay unless it drops down below $9,100. Just going to take a quick look at an indicator called the Bollinger Bands. I've spoke about this before. So you have this this green line, red line, and this green line. Typically, if Bitcoin is increasing in price on a bull run, the Bitcoin price tends to sit over the Bollinger Band, the middle of the Bollinger Band, this red part here. But you can see there for the last few days there, over a week, we've been trading underneath this red part. It did push up on Monday night and drop back down again, so possibly a sign that a correction is due. Just going to take another look at an indicator here called an RSI. The RSI is the Relative Strength Index. It's a number between 0 and 100. At the moment, it is trading at 48.5, for 48 and 5, we're in around 50. If the number approaches 100, say like 85 or over, it's a sign that Bitcoin is overbought and the value is too high. Possibly an indicator that would suggest it's going to collapse. Similarly, on the other side, if the price below 15, it's a sign that it's actually oversold and it's kind of bottomed. So at the moment it's trading at 50, so even the RSI is boring. It's just right in the middle, trading sideways. And that's it for the charts for today. That brings us to the main focus of this episode, understanding Bitcoin terminology. I've chosen 10 key phrases that are very, very popular in Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency space, and they appear regularly in news articles. So let's get started. Number 1, bulls.
You're the bull, you're the bull, you're the bull.
A Bitcoin bull is someone who believes the price of Bitcoin is going to increase over time. Famous Bitcoin bulls include Jack Dorsey, Steve Wozniak, and Tim Draper, who's famous for his $250,000 Bitcoin prediction by the end of 2022. Number 2, bears. Like this guy.
Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. Zero.
A Bitcoin bear is someone who believes the price of Bitcoin is going to decrease over time.
Zero.
Famous Bitcoin bears include Warren Buffett and Robert J. Schiller. Oh, and Theresa May.
London.
Number 3, altcoins. You probably know already that Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, but there are hundreds of cryptocurrencies. There's only one Bitcoin though. Altcoins are all other cryptocurrencies that aren't Bitcoin. Number 4, Bitcoin mining. This process of creating Bitcoin involves using computers to solve complicated mathematical problems to not only secure the network, but the miners themselves get paid in Bitcoin. Number 5, Satoshis. Just like a euro or a dollar can be broken up into smaller parts, so can a Bitcoin. One Bitcoin can be broken down into 100 million smaller parts called Satoshis. The word Satoshi comes from Bitcoin's mysterious creator, Satoshi Nakamoto. Number 6, whales. A whale is someone who owns 1,000 Bitcoin or more. Number 7, pumps and dumps. When the Bitcoin price increases quickly within a short period of time, that's called a pump. When the Bitcoin price decreases within a short period of time, that's called a dump.
Fuck.
Number 8, FOMO and JOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out. So what happened in 2017 is a perfect example of this. When Bitcoin hit the all-time high of $20,000 or 16,800, there were people along the way that didn't buy in, and they bought in close to the top because they didn't want to miss out on these massive potential gains. But then the bubble burst and it dropped down again. For example, there was people that didn't buy in at $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, but then around maybe November they started to buy in closer to $20,000, and then the price dropped. So that's an example of fear of missing out. People FOMO'd into the market. JOMO then is kind of similar, but it's the joy of missing out. So that's when something happens in Bitcoin that you're not a part of, but you're actually happy not to be a part of. For example, let's say that you buy Bitcoin and it pumps up, like, doubles its price, and then you sell because you think it's going to crash, and then it crashes. So you're happy that you missed out on the crash. That's an example of JOMO. Number 9, HODL. HODL means to hold Bitcoin. So you buy Bitcoin and you hold Bitcoin. If the price goes up, you hold. If the price goes down, you hold. The idea is if you HODL long enough, the price should increase significantly, but there's no guarantee. Number 10, mooning, moonshot, moonboy, going to the moon, and all other moon-related words. Now, all of these moon-related phrases, they essentially mean the same thing. They all refer to the Bitcoin price pumping to newer, higher all-time highs. These predictions are anything between $50,000 to $100,000 to $1 million. And someone who's like a terminal bull or believes in these prices is sometimes referred to as a moon boy.
We landed on the moon!
And finally, bonus term, cold storage wallet. The Ledger Nano S is an example of one of these. It is the safest way of storing your Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. There's a link in the description. Okay, it's time for the top 3 news articles. The first news article we're going to have a look at is by the Daily HODL, and the headline reads, Bitcoin whales ignite, sending $288 million in Bitcoin and flood of transfers. Here's where the crypto is heading. So in the last 24 hours, the crypto whale watcher bot Whale Alert tracked 10 large transactions to the tune of 29,986 Bitcoin, worth 288 million at the time of this writing. New numbers from crypto intelligence platform Glassnode, I spoke about Glassnode in episode 4, there should be a link appearing there if you're interested in watching that, show that Bitcoin balance on exchanges continues to plummet, supporting the theory that whales are moving their Bitcoin off the exchanges in droves, possibly in anticipation of a coming bull run. So basically, the smart money, the people with the 1,000 Bitcoins or more and these massive amount of Bitcoin, they're actually moving their Bitcoin off these exchanges like Coinbase and Kraken and Binance, where you used to buy and sell Bitcoin. Then they're moving them into cold storage, something like the Ledger Nano S or the Ledger Nano X. And the reason they're doing this possibly is because they think the price is going to increase, and they don't want their they don't want to risk having large amounts of Bitcoin on exchanges, because of course, the exchanges can be hacked, the cold storage wallets can't. So that's one possible reason why they're doing that, because they think the price is going to increase and they want to keep their Bitcoin safe. The second news article we're going to have a look at is by Cointelegraph, and it's bearish news, and the headline reads, Bitcoin price drops as 2 mining pools daily Bitcoin outflows hits 68 million. Think of a mining pool as like a team or group of miners working together. So the mining pools under the spotlight are HAO, BTC and Poolin. They're both Chinese mining pools, with the latter seeing its second biggest daily outflows on record. In total, the two saw outflows totaling 7,153 Bitcoin or 68.1 million. So as Cointelegraph reported, miner outflows had in fact been decreasing since a spike in May caused by the block subsidy halving. Remember, the miners, they get paid in Bitcoin, or they get Bitcoin reward every time that they find a block or add a block to the blockchain. They were getting 12.5 Bitcoins per block. Now they're getting 6.25 Bitcoins per block since mid-May. So this means it's less profitable. And the halving that happens every 4 years is built into the program of Bitcoin. It's to prevent inflation. It's a hedge against inflation, really. This behavior marks a contrast to Tuesday's bullish optimism. Analysts had been hopeful that an uptrend may soon begin, sparked by rumors that PayPal, we will get to this, was about to integrate cryptocurrency support. So what you saw was a little kind of a rally yesterday up to about 9,700, and now it's currently trading at about 9,350 at the time of this video. The third piece of news for today is by far the most important piece of news, and that's the PayPal news. The rumor is that PayPal have started hiring crypto experts and blockchain experts, and they're possibly going to be enabling their customers to directly buy Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. This is really important because PayPal has over 300 million customers, and it effectively provides an on-ramp for all those customers to conveniently purchase Bitcoin. This is still just a rumor and the reports haven't been confirmed yet though, but let's have a look. So this rumor has been reported from multiple sources, but I'm going to go with the CoinDesk article. The headline reads, "Fintech giant PayPal plans to roll out direct sales of cryptocurrency to its 325 million users, according to 3 people familiar with the matter." So my understanding, this is via a well-placed industry source. So we don't have an actual name for this, but my understanding is that they are going to allow buys and sells of crypto directly from PayPal and Venmo. They are going to have some sort of built-in wallet functionality so you can store it there. So you actually already have your Bitcoin wallet there, your crypto wallet. A second source confirmed that PayPal is looking to offer buying and selling crypto and said that the service could be expected in the next 3 months, maybe even sooner. The rumors originally kind of started because of a hiring push. So around the start of 2020, PayPal posted job openings to ramp up its new blockchain research group. PayPal posted 8 engineering positions, 4 in San Jose and 4 in Singapore. So if this is true, it's massive news for Bitcoin because PayPal has just simplified the buying Bitcoin process for 325 million users. Okay everyone, that's the end of this episode. So if you've enjoyed the content, please be sure to like and subscribe. And as usual, Sláinte. Bye 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 bye.